Hello, hello. Okay. Sure. I will stall. Good morning, everyone. We're going to give it a couple more minutes as people trickle in. Because, you know, trickling in. Now you got me thinking I was wrong. I will check. Oh, it's on. Never mind. He said it's on.
Oh my God.
You were right. Zahn was right. Oh, Mr. Shin, does this work? This works? I can do that, right? We will be waiting a couple of minutes, just a couple, to make sure that we have everyone. So important. How was everyone's weekend? Boring because you weren't at school. Yeah, I know, that was impressive. Look at you. That was very impressive. I know you guys missed us over the weekend. I know. One more minute as people trickle in. No. What? You're kidding me. You know the cow pasture at the end? My dad lives right there. It's a blue house, right on the edge of the field. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. What number of Hickman Villa is it? That's wild. That is so wild. What a small world. Okay, is it good? Okay, everyone. Put away your phones. Put away your backup phones. Take out your earpods, iPods, whatever. Put away your, what else do you guys have? Tablets. What? Oh, hoodies down. Thank you, Zahn. Okay, everyone. Welcome back. Did everyone have a good weekend? I know, I understand. Everyone excited to be back? Okay. Pick a side, everyone. Pick a side. Okay. Well, we're happy you're back. We're in the swing of things. We're in school. Today we're going to do a very important morning assembly. Okay, so please make sure to pay attention because it's content that is very relevant that you do need to know. Okay, so this year we are going to do, I hope I pushed the right button. Oh, I didn't even push a button. Was that Mr. Shin? We're going to talk about safety. Okay, and we're going to talk about an overview of our safety plans. So now that you're in BIA, you're here. Okay, it's important to know what procedures to do to follow, things safely. Okay, so we are going to discuss that today, this morning. But before I do that, I want to show you an educational video about what not to do in a drill. Okay, Mr. Shin, thank you. Let's see how successful this drill was. Okay, let's analyze.
Last week I gave a fire safety talk, and nobody paid any attention. It's my own fault for using PowerPoint. PowerPoint is boring. People learn in lots of different ways, but experience is the best teacher.
It's true.
Today, smoking is gonna save lives. Does anyone smell anything smoky?
Did you bring your jerky in again?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure? What do we do,
The
people?
bones are dead.
Oh, how did that happen?
It's out in the hall.
No, we don't know that. The smoke could be coming through an air duct.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down.
No, Michael, no! Touch the handle. If it's hot, there could be a fire in the hallway.
What does warm mean?
Oh my gosh, try the other door.
Not a viable option. What next?
Don't try.
The other door.
Oh, here's a door. Check that one out. How's the handle?
It's warm. Okay, go to the back
Well,
door.
another option. Jeez. Okay, settle down, everyone. No
Oh, I forgot my purse.
Leave it, woman.
Get out of the way. Go.
No, things can be replaced, Phyllis. People, human lives, however, can...
Ah, my hand. That's hot.
This was hot too.
Okay, we're trapped. Everyone for himself.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Get out of my way.
Okay. Oh, have you ever seen a burn victim? Okay, procedure. Exit options. Where do we go, folks? Use a what to cover the mouth? A what? A rag, a damp rag, perhaps. Let's remember those procedures. What are the options? Okay, that's the wrong way. We've already tried that. Remember your exit points. Exit points, people. What's next? Huh?
Stay alive. I'm getting help.
Pull me up.
You're too heavy.
I only weigh 82 pounds. Save Bandit.
How about 911? Anyone? 911.
What do we do?
Use this surge of fear and adrenaline to sharpen your decision making.
Okay, I am not dying here. Come on.
What is that?
The fire's shooting at us.
What are the name of fires going on?
You're trying to Oh my God!
Attention! Employees of Dunder Mifflin! This has been a test of our emergency preparedness. There is no fire, it was only a simulation.
What?
Fire, not real, this was merely a training exercise. So, what have we learned?
Okay. So how many of you, by a show of hands, thinks that was a successful drill? They did a really great job. Okay, so those of you with their hands up were staying after school to go over true safety procedures. Thank you very much. Okay, so the big question is, oh no, we're not watching it again. Mr. Shin. Okay, how did that go? It did not go great. What did we notice? What did we notice during that drill that did not go great? Yes, Sammy. She threw the cat into the scene. Yes, that's a detail. But what was the general vibe? Yes. What? Chaos? Panicking. That's the word. They were panicking. Okay? So the reason we do drills, why do drills? The reason we do drills is if something were to happen, like a fire, we are not panicking, okay? And that's important because in any emergency situation, the panic gets in the way of the safety, okay? So here at BIA, we want to make sure that every student knows what to do in a situation so you are not panicked, okay? So that if there was an emergency situation, that we would all know what our jobs were, okay? To make sure that we all are dealing with the emergency in a safe way. Does that make sense? To reduce panic, okay? So that's why we have these types of drills. So here at BIA, we have 4 types of drills, and I'm going to explain each one. Okay, dorm students, please make sure to pay attention. We have a lockdown with warning. We have a full lockdown. We have shelter in place, and then we have a building evacuation. Okay, so these are important things to understand because usually, mostly, we don't have to deal with them. We don't do it, right? Usually everything is fine, okay? Why we practice these things are the small chance that something might happen, we want to know what to do, okay? So that's why we practice safety drills. And we will be doing drills throughout the year just to practice, just to make sure that if there was a fire, we weren't running around, breaking glass, screaming, stealing from the vending machines. Okay? Because that's not helpful, right? So let's talk about the first one. Lockdown with warning. Okay? A lockdown with warning means that something outside of the school is going on. Okay? It's outside of the school. It's not inside the school, it's outside the school. If that were to happen, you would hear lockdown with warning on the loudspeaker. Okay? So your teachers will then lock the doors, pull down the shades, but they'll keep teaching, okay? It doesn't really impact us that much. That's just in case whatever's outside might come inside. We want to just make sure we're prepared, okay? So if you hear lockdown with warning, your teacher might get up, lock the door, pull the shades, but they're going to keep teaching. Class is not finished. Class is not paused. You get to keep learning, okay? If you hear lockdown and with warning, if you're out in the hallway, you should immediately go back to class, okay? Go back to class and be in your classroom with your teachers and your classmates, okay? If you are in the dorm students, if you are in the dorm and you hear lockdown with warning, okay, you must immediately post in the dorm chat where you are. Okay, Mrs. Kais, I'm in my dorm room 302. Okay, Mrs. Kais, I'm in 304. Okay, post. So, the point of every drill is to know where every student is. That's because we need to account for everyone. So, if you're in the dorm, post it in the dorm chat. If you're down here, you stay with your teachers. When we're all accounted for, you'll hear the all clear and the lockdown with warning is over. Does anyone have any questions about lockdown with warning? Pretty clear, right? Not too bad? A full lockdown. A full lockdown is a little different, okay? A full lockdown means there's a problem inside BIA. There's a problem inside the building, okay? So that means that when you hear full lockdown, teachers will lock the door, okay, and shut off the lights, and they'll put you in a corner where you're not visible, okay, and you're not close to the windows, you're not close to anything that's open, okay? That's a full lockdown. During a full lockdown, it is very important that you stay quiet, okay, and that you just are ready to hear what the teacher's directions are, okay? You'll need to turn off your cell phones, make sure that everything is quiet if we are in a full lockdown drill, okay? If you are not in a classroom during a full lockdown drill, you must go into the nearest classroom, okay? It doesn't have to be your classroom. The nearest classroom, go in, okay? If you are in the dorm, if you hear full lockdown, lock the door and stay in your room and text on the dorm chat. Mrs. Kais, I'm in 305. Mrs. Kais, I'm in 303. Okay? Again, everyone needs to be accounted for. That is the point of a drill. Everyone needs to be accounted for. Very important. So when you hear all clear, your teacher will have you sit back in your seats and you'll continue class. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Shelter in place. Shelter in place is interesting. That means there's something going on the outside, okay, that's more environmental. So let's say a truck carrying hazardous materials spilled off 95, just a for instance. And there's fumes in the air that are not safe to breathe, maybe, okay? Again, not likely to happen, but maybe, okay? If that's the case, the goal for BIA is to get all our students away from windows where air can come through, okay? To get you somewhere close so we can monitor the airflow, okay? So the teachers will secure you in a room that doesn't have access to the outside. Another example is like a tornado, okay? Again, very unlikely to happen, but that's another example. We get everyone in a secure room that doesn't have exposure to the outside, okay? So 9th and 10th graders, you will go to the small computer room, okay? So if you hear shelter in place, 9th and 10th graders, you're going to the small computer room. 11th graders, you're going to go to Mr. Morales' room, okay? 12th graders, you're going to the lecture hall. None of those rooms have windows to the outside. That's the whole point, okay? Homeroom teachers will take attendance at that point, and they will report if anyone is missing. A staff member, if this was a real emergency and there was hazardous fumes in the air, a staff member would go around and we would put plastic on the vents and stuff to keep the air out. Now, this doesn't last for a long time. This is just to give us time before people come in and get us evacuated, okay? So don't worry about losing air. But if there was a real issue, they would put glass on the door, plastic on the doors, plastic on the vents to try to keep hazardous materials outside of the room. If you are in the dorms this time, if it's shelter in place and you're in the dorms, you need to come downstairs, okay? And then go to the right room, because the dorm has lots of windows. There's really nowhere in the dorm that doesn't have windows. So you need to immediately come downstairs and go into the right room, okay? Again, the point is everyone needs to be accounted for. We need to account for everyone. If you hear the all clear, you go back to class, okay? The final one, evacuation. When do you think you'd most likely have an evacuation? Fire drills, right? Evacuation's a fancy word for fire drills, okay? We do have lovely sprinklers that would kill any fire. Sprinklers are awful. They drown everything. So they'll get the fire all right and everything else. But if we were ever to have a fire emergency or some sort of evacuation, you would follow these rules, okay? So if you hear the alarms, they'll go wheel, wheel, wheel. It's very loud. You can't, you will hear them. If you hear them, should you run and push everyone out of the way and kick them and throw them to the ground just to save yourself? No. No, okay? You stand up and you do not panic and you go to your nearest exit, okay? So if you are, you know where the elevators are? You know where Miss L's room is? You know where the office is? Okay, Miss L to the office. If you're in that side of the building, you go out the main double doors, okay? You know where the elevators are? Everything else, this way. There's a door, not that door, but at the end of that hallway, there's a door to the front. There's stairs. You go out that door. Teachers will show you, okay? We would line up in the cul-de-sac, that area in the front, away from the building, okay? And you would need to be accounted for, okay? During this time, is it a great chance to socialize with your friends and like say, hey, hi, how are you? Let's talk. Let's really have fun. Is that a good time for that? No. It's important that you're quiet and you're standing so the teachers know who's here and who's not here. Does that make sense? Everyone okay? Once we hear, if you are in the dorm, again, you need to leave the building. You need to come out and leave the building, okay? And go stand with everyone, okay? You will hear the all clear, and then we'll come back in. The point of every drill is to make sure we know where everyone is, okay? If you're missing in a fire drill, what does that mean? If we don't know where you are in a fire, let's say it's a real fire, we don't know where you are, what does that mean? Someone needs to come back and get you, okay? That's the truth. So if we don't know where you are, if we don't have a sense of where you are, then someone is going to have to turn around and run back into a burning building to look for you, okay? So please make sure to remember that. Here are very important safety measures, okay? Sign in and sign out at the office, okay? We always say sign out and people forget. Why do I have to sign out? That's fine. You saw me. The point of signing in and signing out is for us to know who to account for in case of an emergency. If you left and you didn't sign out, if there was an emergency, we would be sending someone in to look for you, okay? So please make sure to sign out, and please make sure to write legibly, okay? Some of your handwriting, it's not the best. So please make sure that we can see who it is. Don't just do this. We don't know who this is, okay? Write your name clearly so we know who you are, so we can account for you in case of an emergency. Dorm chat. Okay, please stay plugged into the dorm chat, okay? We might be pointing out things there. Buzzer. I know we're all very nice people, and our instinct is if someone's at the door, we want to let them in, right? Someone's at the, oh yeah, let me help you. Oh yeah, let me help you. Please don't do that, okay? If you see someone at the door, wait for us to buzz them in, okay? Because the office staff know to ask questions if we don't recognize that person, okay? So don't let people in. Just say, you can push the button, but don't let them in, okay? Please do not prop doors open, and I'm talking to dorm kids, okay? Make sure the door's shut behind you. Don't prop them open. And it's important, in case of any emergency, teachers are communicating with the office. So it is important that you are not distracting them, okay? So it's not a time to play, to goof around. It's a time to let the teachers do their job and make sure everyone is safe, okay? Again, the chances of something happening are very small, very, very small, but it's important that we do these types of things to avoid panic, okay? And stay under control and know what your responsibilities are. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. Okay, I do have some announcements, and then I'll let you go. Activities. Everyone signed up for activities last week. Dr. Swartz has updated your activities. You can go on Plus portals, look at your schedule, and see your activity, okay? Mrs. Shima said bus passes are available for students that qualify. So if you qualify for a bus pass, they are available in the office. I have some really heartbreaking news. There is no school Monday. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I know, you'll miss us. Sometimes we express our grief in applause and cheers. It's a 3.5-day weekend. I know. It's sad. Yeah, and then thank you. Yes. It is Casual Friday. It's Casual Friday on Friday. What? And it's a half day. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. We all grieve differently. So, yes, thank you, Kaya. It is Casual Friday. So, shh. When we say Casual Friday, Do we mean you can wear anything? No. No. Okay? You can wear school appropriate clothing. Thank you for asking. Nothing too short, boys and girls. Nothing too tight, boys and girls. Nothing too low, boys and girls. Nothing too comfortable, like PJs, okay? Please make sure that you are wearing school-appropriate clothing. The school retained the right to ask you to change, okay? So don't think that you're going to test boundaries that day, okay? Just come in school-appropriate clothing, okay? It is also a half day, and we will have our first after-school community service project. That'll start at 12:40 on Friday. You will be able to sign up in the office. This time we will be doing a beach cleaning, our annual beach cleaning over at Seaside. So there will be a number of spots available. Seniors, shh, I'll wait. A few of the dorm students really got a lot of hours this weekend. Okay, so seniors, you need to start making a plan for your hours. So it is Friday at 12:40 is a beach cleaning. Mr. Evans will have the sign out sheet ready, okay? And then I do have a number of students that have schedule changes. That's what this is, right? Okay, schedule changes. So you'll need to check your schedules. Also, if you came last week, meaning you came throughout last week and you did not get the orientation for the school, there was a number of you, then 5th period today, you will need to get a dorm orientation with Dr. Swartz, okay? There's a couple of new dorm students also that I will be doing a dorm orientation with this afternoon. But these students need to check their schedules. Con Nguyen, Fee Pham, Michael Nguyen, Marco Ramos, okay, Nancy Trong, and then Thang Marble, okay? So please check your emails or check your schedules to make sure you understand, okay? I had a thought and then I lost it. Oh, yes, we have 2 Nancys. We have 2 Nancys, and we didn't put our last name, so the 2 Nancys need to go to the office after this and clarify which sheet is theirs, okay? And then also, Shay is here somewhere. Shay, come to the office right away. No, not that Shay, the other Shay, the new Shay. Yes, that one. He'll come to the office right away, okay? We have a lot of double names this year. And I think that's it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so Wheeler, go to Wheeler, and then we do have one more announcement. Let's welcome up Zahn.
Hi everybody, I'm Jean. Today I'm going to talk about the hiking club. I'm co-owner with Edward. So we're opening that hiking club and we're open for our new members. If you would like to be a member of hiking club, you should ask either me or Edward or Mary for a permission slip to get signed. And we're gonna go for our first hiking. It's gonna be with some spot with ice cream, so it's gonna be really nice. And one more thing, Thursday afternoon, we're gonna have a community service. It's gonna be in a science classroom, and it is the turtle trunk cleaning. If you'd like to have more hours for community service, you're welcome. That's it.
Thank you, Zahn. So just as a reminder, there's hiking club. Meet with any of the leaders to sign up. And then there is a turtle tank cleaning for community service Thursday after school, right? Excellent. So on that note, have a wonderful week.